Hey, we're going.
How's everyone doing today?
Hi, everybody. We made it. We made it on time. Live. It's true. We are live now.
And Jack is playing Dog Zelda.
I'm playing Wolf Zelda. Okami is the wolf.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing, you know.
Is it?
Yeah.
But is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It is. I've been playing this game, and I told Rich to play this game, and he didn't play it. And so,
I played it a little bit.
and I said, oh, Rich, we gotta play this game so it can be the next episode. And then Rich said, how do you like it? And I said, oh, I don't. And he goes, let's not do it as an episode then.
Because this is a beloved classic,
Yeah,
and I know you don't like it,
I
but
don't like it.
it's gonna come off like we're just contrarian pricks, hating it for the sake of attention.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
I know,
So
but then what's the point of hating a game that's like 10 years old?
it just came out. It's something to talk about. It's an episode. It's something to do.
We did Sonic. We hated that.
And it's a top viewed episode. A top viewed.
I'll play it over the break, and then we'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see how I'm feeling.
Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Ahoy, hoy. Hey, everybody, welcome. Welcome. It's not clickbait if we give an honest review of a game just because we don't like it. Just because we don't like it doesn't make it clickbait.
Oh my God! Everyone wants Star Wars. The movie just came out.
The Star Wars just came out. Rich and I will...
The last thing I want to do is talk about Star Wars for hours and hours.
Here's my deal for everyone here. Rich and I will talk about Star Wars, but later. Give it a little bit. Make sure there's no spoilers for people who still haven't seen it. Maybe we'll do it later. Just one of those things where we do want to be respectful to those people who. Oh shit! What was I doing again? Oh yeah, I remember. We want to be respectful to those people who have not seen it yet. So we're gonna wait. So we're gonna wait a little bit.
All right. So what's going on? Did you start a new game, or are you continuing your old
I'm
one?
continuing my old game. I'm about 10 hours in. And currently...
Not liking it. What don't you like?
Mostly the absurd amount of cutscenes and dialogue.
Okay.
This game stops near constantly to tell you about the things you're about to do or currently doing, or the things you're about to do again for some reason.
Yeah.
And some of it's pretty decent. The game like this, this is pretty fun. You fight the thing, you gotta draw a little circle around it, but overall I find the whole ordeal to be tedious. So overall I do not like it. But you run around as a dog. That's nice. Use Mega Punch? I am using Mega Punch.
Look, when I said the First Order should build dams,
Yeah.
I was just being a little bit jokey. Like, I don't think the third movie should be about the First Order building dams.
You don't?
Right. That's not any kind of spoiler. Nobody
No.
in The Last Jedi talks about making dams.
Now that is a spoiler, because someone thought they did. All the talking. Oh, sorry. All the talking. Oh, what was I going to do again? No, I remember. So yeah, there's a lot of talking. There are some fun bits, but not enough. Not enough to justify the amount of talking. So gravity and yeah, we'll talk about the Star Wars just later, guys. Just later. We're gonna play some Okami. Look at this. I'm a wolf running. When I run, there's grass behind me. Look at that. Look at that. It's great. You know
No,
what?
it looks beautiful.
It does look beautiful. That's true.
I remember when cell shading was all the rage.
Yeah.
I kind of miss it. I got nothing against cell shading. It's a nice look.
It's probably, due for a comeback. Do people still do cell shading?
I'm sure it's happened every now and then. I don't really remember when the last time I saw it was.
Sure.
What was the last major thing that was cell shaded?
That's a great question. The Into the Spider-Verse looks like it's cell-shaded movie. Speaking of cell-shading, I'm liking that. So there you go. Yeah, Wind Waker.
That's not a game.
The Wind Waker is a great game.
Yeah, but did that come out before this? It's around the same time.
Right?
So I'm talking about recent. The Transformers game? Yeah, okay. They did the Transformers game and the Ninja Turtles one. Those are cell shaded.
Oh yeah.
From Platinum.
Uh-huh. I did it. I put water in the cup.
Even Breath of the Wild was cell shaded? I don't know if that's cell shaded.
Is it? Yeah, I'm gonna say nah.
I mean, it's not straight up realism, but
Right.
I don't think I would call that cell shaded. Like, looking cartoony is not the same thing as being cell shaded.
Right.
Why don't you build a PC on YouTube from 3 years ago today? It was fascinating. Are you still using that PC? It's what we're playing on right now? Well, you're playing on the PlayStation 4. It's what we're streaming through right now. But yeah, that's what we use when we stream.
Yep. It's a great little PC, I tell you what. Great little PC.
What game has the best art design in your opinion? I don't know that there's a best.
Yeah, that's a big that's a tall order.
Right. Though, what's their goddamn, I draw blanks on names I should know all the time.
Yeah.
And I've been doing it for years, so I don't think it's Alzheimer's. I think it's just my brain.
You got to remember a whole lot all the time. Like, there's a lot going on.
The Dark Souls, Bloodborne people.
Oh yeah, From Software.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, their games always look nice. They have some nice art designers.
Well, yeah, and good art direction and
Art direction, art directors.
Agreed. So this is Susano, and he is a kind of a wannabe warrior, and we help him all the time, where he thinks he's super strong and powerful, but it's really us doing our brush magic, defeating the bad guys. But he is supposedly the ancestor of a guy who helped us defeat the ancient evil 100 years ago.
Okay.
We don't know if that's true or not. That's where we are in the story. So we just help him out. We use our magical brush technique. Make it look like he defeats all the monsters, even though it's us.
That's great, Jack.
I mean,
That's
I
great.
feel great about it.
This is so Japanese.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
So
it's
unbelievably
so very
Japanese.
Japanese. And you know what? I actually, speaking of just good art direction, like this has a lot of really neat looking monsters. This has a lot of cool art to it. Unfortunately, all of that is rendered is rendered completely in the background because of Isun, is I want to say how you pronounce his name,
okay.
who is your Navi in this. And if you thought Navi was a piece of shit, you haven't met Isun yet, who will annoy you without pause for all the time you play the
Navi's
game.
gonna be hard to top.
Yes, Navi is hard to top.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Wait.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Uh-huh.
Hey, listen.
Isun is worse.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I said it slightly differently, which isn't what Navi does. Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Yeah, Isun is worse. Isun is significantly worse. Because he does that every time he talks, and he talks so much.
Fi is the worst. She's irritating. I don't think she's as bad as Navi.
Who?
The sword from Skyward Sword.
Oh. I've blocked most of that out. Neither can be worse than Isun.
For Link's companions, I think Minda takes the cake.
Midna.
Midna?
Yeah. What do you mean? Like the best? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I loved Midna. I absolutely loved Midna. Agreed. I don't remember this game having Banjo-Kazooie style dialogue. It gets annoying real fast. Snip top snip top flop flip top tap. Snip top snip top flop flop flip top. Snip top snip top flop flip top top. Flop flop tap tap snip tip top. That's what we got to deal with. Snip top flop flop flip top top. Oh, that's right. I'm looking for dogs.
Isn't there a second Okami? There's a 3DS Okami.
There's Okami Den, which is the 3DS Okami, which I do have. And I started to play thinking we were going to do the review, and I was like, oh, you know what, I'll play this one because maybe using the brush technique, maybe they have a new spin on it. Because the 3D, the DS has the touchpad. So it's like, oh, maybe you use all brush techniques or more like that. But no, it's the exact same thing, just on a DS, which means 8 times the loading screens and the same amount of annoying bullshit.
I'm sorry. So how do you do the drawing?
I will show you when we get there. But first, as you see, we just got done with a big dialogue scene where we talk to people. And I walked over this, and we have another dialogue scene to go through with these people. Because they don't want you to play the game. They want you to listen to all the deep, deep, deep.
I know that's your thing. I know that's your thing. It might annoy me depending upon exactly how often. Just reiterate, I don't think games should have no stories, but story isn't what I show up for in the first place.
Right. Right.
Want enough to give me context and to get me invested,
Yeah.
and then give me some gameplay.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so at any time you press R1, and you get into this area. And then, you can draw, and you get certain shapes that do stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, for this one, the minigame here is I have to catch a fish. So you draw a line to the fish. And that's it. That's this minigame.
And the version on the DS doesn't let you do that on the bottom? With
Yeah,
the
oh no, it
stylus?
does. It does. But I thought it would do it maybe more, maybe be a little different.
Okay.
There we we go. Like one slice across is a slash. You can draw a little bomb to blow stuff up. You learn different techniques, and so instead of like finding the bombs so you can use them in Zelda, you learn the bomb technique. The bomb brush technique is how it works. In Okami. And so I know how to do the slash. I know how to do a bomb. I can now... I got like a grappling hook thing. Oh, there it is. There's the Whopper.
That's goddamn sharp.
Shit. Oh, shit. Well, you can draw lily pads, which I did apparently. Shit. There we go. Come on. I think he swallowed a dog. This is the Whopper. So we gotta capture him to get a dog out of him. Because I have to collect orbs from dogs because of the mission I'm on. It's all bullshit.
Incidentally,
everything about this game is bullshit.
Incidentally, this isn't Star Wars spoilers or even really talk.
Okay.
But the other day, like after I saw The Last Jedi, unrelated, it was like I saw The Last Jedi and then something else. I was doing something else. I was trimming a tree.
Okay.
I was trimming a Christmas tree, and I had Netflix on, and I turned on Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is so much fucking better than The Last Jedi. So much better.
I didn't much care for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Oh.
It had some good moments to it. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. But I think I might... And I've also only seen both once at this point in my life.
Yeah.
Guardians and The Last Jedi, so I don't know if I can make that determination, but I don't know. I had more problems with Guardians than I did Last Jedi.
Teach their own, Jack.
And that's
like,
okay.
This doesn't bother me.
We can disagree on things. Absolutely.
We just disagree on this.
Exactly. Yeah.
My take.
Yeah.
My take. If somebody wants like a, well, how did you feel about this? Well, that's the bar.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
So much better. Because like The Last Jedi was still fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
When I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I was just like,
sure.
Oh, I'm enjoying myself.
Well, good.
Rich, are you a fan of anything? Well, obviously, I liked Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Because I don't like Star Wars doesn't mean I can't like anything else. You understand, right?
By the way, Rich, that's exactly what it means. If you don't like Star Wars, I mean, like, I know you, man. You don't like anything. Because you don't like Star Wars.
Atomic Mousetrap says,
yeah, Atomic Mousetrap.
do you think Molaram's spell in Temple of Doom was only hearts, or could he pull out any organ he wanted? Could he pull out a flaming appendix, for example? I saw that as some kind of hallucination or hypnosis. Because didn't they do a thing where you could see there really wasn't anything in his hand? Molaram from Temple of Doom.
I'm trying to remember. No, he had his heart in his hand, right? Or when did they do that?
I thought
thing?
he had the heart in the hand. They cut to a different angle. There wasn't anything there. If I remember right, it's been a while since I saw that.
I guess I
remember there being a strong implication though that he wasn't really ripping anybody's heart out.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you.
Because he did that to Willie Scott, didn't he? And
No,
obviously she didn't die.
He went to rip her heart out, but he didn't.
Okay.
He got stopped from ripping her heart out. I remember, and then the guy whose heart he did rip out, like, he went into the fire and his hand then was on fire with the heart.
It's been a very long time since I have seen Temple of Doom. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it was real,
Okay.
but it only worked with the heart.
Okay.
That's the I mean, and I have no justification for that. I'm just saying.
For whatever reason, I was under the impression that it was an illusion of some sort. So
Interesting. Interesting. Every fucking thing. Everybody's got to talk. God of the moon, cover the earth in the pale moonlight. Use this light in conjunction with your own on your perilous journey.
do you think there's a difference between humor and comedy?
What a wonderfully semantic question.
Right.
Humor and comedy?
So I find that The Force Awakens / The Last Jedi were full of comedy, whereas the original trilogy's laughs came from humor, with C-3PO and R2-D2 being the only comedic character. I don't know that there is a difference between humor and comedy.
That's like, yeah, you might be talking potato, my friend.
Right. There's humor that doesn't land. There's using humor inappropriately.
Yeah, like, and you know, I think there could be an argument.
I think most, maybe not all, but most of the humor in The Last Jedi was inappropriate.
And I think an argument could be made for that. I didn't mind it, the humor / comedy in that, but I think that there's an argument for that. Rich, you have some like green schmutz on your eyebrow. Now it's on your forehead. It's like right there.
It's
like a sweater.
Sweater
schmutz.
lint?
Yeah. I keep looking over. You got it. There you go.
A
Nice.
sweater lint of some sort.
I'm trying to dance tonight. Now I can make a move. Great. Schmutz. Schmutz is a thing.
What are those yellow coffee beans around your neck?
That's a great question. As soon as I get out of here, I will tell you what they are, but I gotta get out of this. I have to get out of this unending dialogue. There's so much dialogue. Now I gotta fight this dog. It's my weapon. You get to you have different weapons that you can choose in this game. If you know, like, there's that one that looks like a stone plate with fire around it. That's the starter weapon. This one is like a bullwhip.
Yeah.
And so I like it because it seems to work. But as soon as here, I have to get into a fight with this dog real quick, and maybe I can show it off. So like this one. Come on, yeah, I know. I'm fighting the dog. Alright, so this one does this, where he just kind of like hits him over and over and over again for small damage.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can change my weapon. Here we go. I can. So this is the one that's on the cover.
Right.
And you just kind of like slash, and it's like a swordish. But then you can also do that. Use your celestial brush.
Can you upgrade that, or is it going to be obsolete by the end of the game?
Oh no, yeah. Each weapon has like a single upgrade thing. And you also have a secondary weapon. I have a shield currently.
Thought Rich wasn't going to play any more JRPGs.
Wow.
When I'm not playing this, for one, this isn't like a Squaresoft game. This is like a Zelda kind of thing.
That worked out pretty well. I remember now I didn't like this game back in the day. Yeah, there's a lot of talkie-talkie in between the decent bits. I'm 10 hours into the game and I've only completed one dungeon.
Yeah.
and I'm just unsure if there are any more dungeons. Like, I've had one boss battle in 10 hours. And everyone in the chat, by the way, Rich and I are not doing... We're not doing a lot of Star Wars talk. No spoilers in the chat, please. Some people still might not have seen it. Be cool. We will tell you. We'll go full spoiler later. Later, we'll go full spoiler. So please save all spoiler talk. Try to be cool with the Star Wars talk for those who haven't seen it yet. It's only been out a week. Not even a week. It's only been out half a week.
What is this Twitch year to remember clips?
I have no idea.
Apparently we have something on Twitch's year in clips.
We do?
Somebody sent a link. Apparently this is what's up there. I can't hear what we're saying, but it looks like we are playing Warhammer 40k Space Marine.
Okay.
It's 40k or 30k? I forget which K it is.
40k?
40.
Sounds right. Okay.
I don't know what we're saying, though. I don't know why that's on there. That's neat, I guess.
Did they use it in an official thing?
I have no idea. This is literally the first I'm hearing about this.
Or was that just our most clipped clip?
That could be. That could be.
Just our most...
Everyone's most viewed clip gets that title, maybe?
Sure. Okay, I know what I have to do now. Hoi. I know what I have to do now, I think. Great. Off we go. No, I don't... I don't wanna.
What am I talking about? Somebody in the chat put a link up. Have you seen your Twitch year in review clip? Alright, Humberto Cabbage Patch says, "Happy holidays, you hacks!
Holidays!
Christmas best of the worst soon? I don't know how soon. There's a decent chance it'll be late. There for reasons, but there will be one." I don't think it's a spoiler. We usually do one every damn year, so...
It's very likely that there will be one this year?
Right.
Maybe this year?
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully this year? Alright, where am I going now?
Wait, this is a Japanese Zelda where you play as a talking dog? Well, to be fair, all of the Zeldas are Japanese Zeldas.
I mean, first of all, get it together. Secondly, no, you do not play as a talking dog. You have a little bug that talks for you. You do not talk. You are a wolf.
So what are these Zelda-like elements?
So you got your open world ish.
A lot of games have open worlds, Jack.
Yeah. You have much like Zelda, as you progress through the game, you get new things that open up new areas. You know, there are I recently got the I think there's a thing around here I can show it to you. I recently got basically the grapple hook update. Where's the thing I can grapple hook to? Where one of the there we go. Where one of the dungeons that I went to let me do this. It taught me how to grapple hook, and so then you have to defeat the enemy. Oh, nice. You have to defeat the enemy using the grapple hook, that kind of stuff. Slightly upgrading your gear.
Dungeons?
One dungeon so far.
Okay.
So it's fairly Zelda-esque.
It's Zelda-esque. Would you say it's Zelda-esque in the way that Mortal Kombat is Street Fighter-esque? Or is it more Mega Man is a platformer much in the same way that Mario is a platformer.
No, it's more Mortal Kombat to Street Fighter.
Okay.
They're very, very similar. Yes. They are exceedingly similar. They are more similar than they are dissimilar.
What was the deal with Fandango? Exactly what we said. We ordered tickets, and then we go to the theater, put the card in to print out the tickets, and nothing.
I don't know how Fandango works.
And there was,
How does Fandango work?
you just go to the website and buy movie tickets for the movie.
Okay.
And we did it like months in advance
Sure.
of The Last Jedi. And it wasn't showing that we had bought tickets.
Oh. Because I've heard other people complain about Fandango with that happening to them. But usually it's not a big deal. Then you just buy tickets when you're there.
Yeah.
But of course, for Star Wars...
It wasn't a money back thing. I believe we just ended up getting other tickets. I don't know what else was involved with compensation, if anything. I don't know, but basically it delayed us seeing the movie for 2 or 3 days. Any advice on receding hairline? Deal with it. I obviously don't have any advice. Keep your hair short. Or in Jack's case, keep your hair not at all.
Real short.
Short, or really short.
Yeah, I mean, you have to remember, just because your hairline is receding or you are full-on balding, that is no excuse not to properly groom your hair. Like, keep it cut well, make it look good. Find the look that works for you.
But balding hair looks better shorter.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, don't grow a comb over. That never looks good.
Never. Okay. Comb overs never look good. Everyone knows. Everyone knows, and they feel sorry for you.
Or go Danny DeVito and be funny. Yeah, keep in mind he is not famous for being handsome.
Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. He played the Penguin for a reason. Because he's a good actor. That's why he played the Penguin. Also, he kind of looks like a monster. Oh.
Why was Star Wars marketing so good that there were so many people lined up on opening weekend? Because as far as I know, nobody expected it to do well.
What?
Who's everybody you know?
Everyone you know sounds like a big dummy. Oh yeah, that Star Wars franchise, that's going nowhere fast.
Well, it is. But that's besides the point.
Hey now! No. No, it's doing, like, it's at, you know, almost 600 million already worldwide. It's gonna be doing fine, man. It's gonna do fine. The Star Wars. Star Wars.
Look, if you want to print money with Star Wars, you know, it absolutely does not matter what the content is, as long as it's got that Star Wars logo on it.
Uh-huh. Rogue One made money.
Well, the prequels. The prequels, more shockingly. Pound for pound, relative to their budget, the worst movies ever made.
Yeah.
Highly profitable.
Yep.
Had a Star Wars logo on them.
There you go. There was a significant amount of backtracking. I came here like 3 hours ago. But then I had to like go all the way back through the map almost to the beginning. Just so I could come back here with those glowing orbs.
Like Star Wars has a nice feather in its pocket. What's the word, right? Like a bonus, a perk. From here on out, like pretty much almost no matter how bad the movie is, like you can always say it was. You know what? It was better than the prequels.
What? Do you say feather in your pocket? Like, yeah, there is probably a term for that.
Feather in your cap. I think it's feather in your cap.
Sure.
That's that feather they have in their cap. No matter however bad the movie is, you know, it was better than the prequels.
I mean, it wasn't as bad as the prequels.
It wasn't as bad as the prequels.
Ugh, so, you know. But no, it's no. Well, Star Wars is now forever graded on a curve, is what it is, right?
Yeah.
The expectations for Star Wars movies were dropped so low that we now just say, oh, well, you know.
Well, no, that's a double-edged sword because the original movies were so good.
Yeah, that's how bad the prequels were.
Everything else that comes out with Star Wars in the title is going to be seen as mediocre. Because it's, it wasn't as good as Empire or the original. But you know what? A lot better than those prequels. Whoa, boy. Wasn't as bad as that. Nowhere near as good as Empire, though, or A New Hope.
Forever, Rich. That's so, forever Star Wars.
Star Wars is doomed to mediocrity.
Ooh. You might have just cracked the code right there. You might have just cracked the code. Okay, so this is my second dungeon, and it seems to be this is the wind dungeon. We're gonna learn a wind move here. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Favorite customer. I don't know if I'd put Last Jedi above the original trilogy. I liked it a lot. I think The Last Jedi, with this new trilogy, with the, coming after The Force Awakens, I think it works well with the new trilogy. Might be better than Return, but
best to worst. Empire, A New Hope, The Force Awakens, Return of the Jedi.
Here it is, the moment of truth. He's only got 2 left.
The Last Jedi, Rogue One.
Okay.
The Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones.
Nice. I'm glad that you put The Last Jedi at least above Rogue One. We can be.
Like I said in the review, The Last Jedi is sporadically good. There's parts of it that are interesting, and then they don't, and and then does something stupid. And
That's where I came in.
Episode 1/3. Yes. Yes. Look, one has terrible characters, and it's a horrible film. But out of all of the prequels, The Phantom Menace comes the closest to telling a coherent story. So just the prequels. The Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones. The absolute worst movie ever made relative to its budget. Like, obviously, it's not as bad as Things.
Right.
Or Feeders. But those movies you expect to be shit because they had a budget of $100.
Right. No, that's a good modifier, and I agree with you.
Like, it took $200 million to make Attack of the Clones. It's so bad. Rich, what about the Jar? The Jar is the only character in the movie who had a proper character arc. And he's a terrible character. I'm just saying, the Jar Jar.
No, the jar.
They called him the Jar. Rich, what about the Jar?
I think they're talking about the movie The Jar. The worst film relative to its
Oh,
budget.
I thought they were saying that the Phantom Menace would be the worst because it most prominently features Jar Jar.
The jar.
I thought they were just referring to him as the Jar.
Oh, can we refer to him always as the Jar from now on?
Sure. No, the Jar, once again, did not have a budget of $200 million. I'm
Right.
saying, relative to its budget, Attack of the Clones is the worst movie ever made. If they spent $200 million making the Jar,
Heck,
it's still not worse than Attack of the Clones. It's still not worse than Attack of the Clones, even if they spent $200 million and you got the exact same thing we saw in the Jar. Like, it still looks the same.
Yeah.
It's still better than Attack of the Clones, which is just god-awful. So atrociously god-awful. Still not as bad as Things.
Wow. Yeah, oh yeah, things. That's a whole nother level.
Is Attack of the Clones worse than Transformer movies? Yes! Yes! So much worse! And the Transformer movies are bad! Attack of the Clones is worthless. It's completely, utterly worthless. Transformers is way worse than the Star Wars prequel. No.
No. I mean, Transformers are a certifiable hot mess
Yeah.
of movies. But,
Nobody's denying that.
But no, they are not. They are not worse than the Star Wars prequels. Let's just let's let cooler heads prevail here, and remember that the Star Wars prequels are exceptionally special.
Is episode 2 the worst love story ever told? If you can even call it a love story, it's so incompetently done. All right, I'm done with that.
And we're done.
Chicken McButtocks says, Jack,
Chicken. What's up, Chicken?
since you can't find anyone to watch The Room with,
That's true.
next time you do a solo stream, you should put it on and watch it with the chat.
Oh, interesting.
Seeing your initial reactions on stream would be neat.
You know, it's coming to it's getting a theatrical release.
Yeah.
The Room, because of the success of The Disaster Artist. They are releasing it in major theaters. The Room, the original The Room.
Yeah.
I think it's cute. I think that's adorable. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go.
What do I think of Howard the Duck? I actually liked it as a kid.
I
like the big I like the big monster at the end. The big crab monster.
Oh, I don't remember. I remember having fond memories of watching it. I can't remember much about it.
With a tentacle he shoots out of his claw hand that he reels back in.
Oh, I don't remember that. Just remember the duck. I remember them going to, like, the punk rock show. That's about it. Colonel Rich, no, we're not really talking about Star Wars a ton yet.
And he's a horrible person in reality, but Jeffrey Jones? What's his name?
Oh, yeah. That one?
He's really good in Howard the Duck.
The principal in Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, terrible human being.
Who got caught with what was it, child pornography?
Don't want to talk about it. Terrible human being. Though, he does a good job in Howard the Duck.
Oh, if we reverse this direction.
Oh god, it's Navi all over again.
Oh, he's way worse than Navi. He talks constantly. He talks constantly, and he's the worst. Isun is the worst.
Chat, if you've... I don't know... They probably don't get into that in the Disaster Artist movie. But the Disaster Artist books... The book, singular.
The book, yeah.
Without explicitly saying it, drops pretty heavy implications on where Tommy is from and how he got his money.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the implication?
Like, he doesn't say it's Tommy, but he starts going into a story about some hypothetical person who may have done this or that and came from here or there. It's probably done just so Tommy didn't get pissed at him. I don't know.
Okay.
Because he's so weird and secretive.
Where did he get his money from? What did they say? Or what is this hypothetical man?
From a Soviet bloc, ended up in France for a bit, and that's why his accent is so weird. It's like a blend of like French and Russian.
Okay.
Or Polish Russian, like behind the Iron Curtain.
Okay.
Might have been Poland, but
sure.
Mixed with a little bit of French. Then he came to some kind of relative in the States. And, but he sold toys, and then ended up making money of that fashion, selling clothes or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Toys and clothes. Toys and fashion. I'm convinced the room was just a money laundering scheme. You never know.
Knockoff jeans. It might have been. I don't remember.
I love it. I would love that even more. Like high output knockoff designer clothing. That would be so Tommy Wiseau, right?
It's been a couple years since I read the book, so I don't remember the details, but.
I love that idea. I love it. Let's hope it's true.
What was he like to me? I was like meeting anybody at a convention. It was a line to see him. You just go up and you have your brief moment or two.
Not like you can.
So I can't say we had a conversation. He signed my thing. We tried to get him to say something George Lucas.
Yeah.
You tried to get him to say "You're tearing me apart, George Lucas." He wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's about all there was to it.
Right. It's not like you had a meal with him or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn it! Stop talking. Isun. Yes, I know I can use my wind on my fire. You're about... Yeah, now you're going to tell me I can use my wind on the fire. Whoa, I can use my wind on the fire. Great.
Taint Misbehaving says, "Hey Jack and Rich.
Hi, Taint.
I wanted to give you this special holiday tip earlier this week, but I was too busy doing my thing during Hanukkah. Hope you guys and
Shalom.
everyone... Hope you guys...
L'chaim.
Hope you guys and everyone at RLM have a wonderful holiday."
Doesn't l'chaim mean, like, to your health?
I don't know.
I think that's a toast. So,
I have no idea.
So you say l'chaim, and it's like, to your health. In good health. If I know my Yiddish, Rich, and I don't.
It means to life.
To life. L'chaim. Okay, great.
Yeah, this all looks very pretty.
It looks very pretty, Rich. Hey, oh my god. And the game is now going to tell us how pretty it looks by me. Stopping us from the game so we can talk to us some more. Sure, brush technique. Good.
Would it be less horrible if they did shit like that with a voiceover while you were already, still playing the game?
Then at least, I wouldn't have to... it stops you so much, is the problem. Is the game just stops.
Yeah.
You can't move for 2 seconds, so it can tell you something over and over and over. So at least, thinking of something like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And you would constantly have either Aloy talking to herself or someone talking in your ear, but you were still moving. You were still the one, in control. So yes, that would be slightly better. And every one of these things you get, it stops the game. It's just constantly stopping. Game. Rich. Oh, I assume I'm supposed to go up here. I have no idea. If I really am.
So Jack prefers Naughty Dog's approach to game narrative over Okami's game narrative.
Can't I prefer neither? Is that a thing I could prefer? Because I do. I prefer neither.
Like I remember from The Last of Us, that dialogue was basically a cutscene. It wasn't you're playing the game and people were talking. It was you're standing in the room while the people are having the conversation, but technically you can walk around the room, but nothing else interesting is going on. And so it's a cutscene without cinematic work.
And so I think there's a third option here. There's not just the two options. The third option is you can still do stuff and play the game while someone talks to you. Damn it.
It's a nice fall, Jack.
Damn it. Damn it. I want to see what's up there. Nope. You got to be in shot too, Okami. Your name's not Okami, by the way. In case you thought it was. It's not. Okay. Son of a bitch! Ah. I think that's where I have to go, which is what's really upsetting about it.
That fucking brush music.
Ba-ba-ba-bing, ba-ba-bing. Yeah, over and over again.
Can you turn it off?
I don't know. Probably.
Like, you could probably turn music off in this game, right?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Lucky Jack. I thought you missed that one.
I'm going to wait. Because, yeah, they're going to drop it. There we go. Great. Oh, did I not even have to come over here? All that was for that stupid treasure. All right.
You got the stupid treasure.
I got the stupid treasure, so there we go. There we go. So we got that going for us. We got the stupid treasure. All right. Okie dokie. That's the way to go, Jack. You have wait. I have to go back. Wait, what? That was the way to go? I did need to be up there? Gosh, dang it. I hope that's not true. How do I get those treasures?
Is there somewhere you can move the water?
That's what I have a I have a
putting it on the ground next to it. Maybe there's like a container thing it has to go in.
Ooh, maybe. Hold on, someone says I need to go back this way. Stop messing with you. Oh shit. Damn it. They're messing with me, Rich. They're messing with me. I came through those big doors. So now it's time to leave, I think. We'll find out. The lady out here will tell us, right? Hey, where are you going for a ball? Oh, I wasn't done. Shit. I was.
Slice underwater chest, and the treasure floats up.
Oh, yeah? Oh, look at that. That's neat. Yep, every single one. I know. Yep. Yeah, well, I got another one. Great. Okay.
Is this PS4? Yes, Jack is playing on a PS4.
I am playing on a PS4. Hiya! But Okami is also out on the PC. I just got it for the PS4.
Yeah.
Because why not? You know? Dust off the old PS4 every once in a while. It's just sitting there.
I mean, the chat asked earlier if I ever feel like playing Bloodborne again or something like that. And, I'd play Bloodborne more often if I didn't have to, like, hook the PlayStation 4 up for it.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I got the urge, but I don't feel like hooking it up. I can do something else.
Shit!
It's like, it's literally the only reason I have to own a PlayStation 4.
Is Bloodborne?
Bloodborne.
Sure. You know, every once in a while, like something like this, I'll get it for the PS4 only so I have something to play on the PS4, like only to justify its existence.
Eh.
And the way my TV setup goes, I have like the PS4 hooked up to an HDMI switcher with my computer and my Switch.
Yeah.
And so, like, for me, like, turning on the... Motherfucker. For me, turning on the PS4 and running it is pretty simple. It's already all hooked up, you know.
Gosh, why not leave it hooked up? There are other things I wanted to hook up into the limited number of HDMI inputs I had.
That's true. Yeah, you got to make choices.
I got the Switch hooked up. I got the Wii U hooked up. I was gonna play. What was I playing? I was doing something on the Wii U. That was only on the Wii U.
Oh yeah.
I didn't remember what the frick it was, but I had the Wii U hooked up. I got my little Raspberry Pi hooked up.
Oh.
And then I got the computer going into the TV too.
So you have 3 HDMIs in.
Yeah.
And does your TV only have 3 HDMI inputs?
Yeah. What's it got? Like it's got. I don't remember off the top of my damn head. It's got like 4, I think.
Okay.
And I got 4 hooked up to it.
So you got. Oh, that's right. You had the Wii U, the Switch.
Yeah.
The Raspberry Pi, and your computer.
Yeah.
Sure. And so then your only other option would be to hook up a separate HDMI splitter into one of your HDMI slots.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, like the cord's not hooked up too, so I'd have to go plug it in. It's not worth the mild inconvenience. I'm gonna say it's a mild inconvenience.
Sure. There's probably a workaround, but like you said, there's only the one game, so.
Right. Exactly. Been on the fence about buying a Raspberry Pi. Is it worth it? Well, it's something I just always wanted to do. Little tiny thing.
Tiny computer.
In its Nest case. I mean, there's nothing I do with it that I couldn't just do from the computer, which is already hooked up.
That's true.
But I had the Raspberry Pi hooked up. I was like testing it and whatnot, so yeah, I needed it hooked up.
Yeah.
What's running on the Raspberry Pi? Retro Pi. Do I use a 360 controller with the Pi? No, I bought, I don't remember what the damn thing's called, but it's done in the style of like a old NES controller.
Oh, I have one of those. And they have one like for the SNES too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are great Bluetooth controllers.
But it's still got the 2 analog sticks on it. It's more rounded shape, so it's not got those harsh edges, and it's got, the shoulder things.
Yeah.
So, you could use it to play modern games, but that's not what I'm going to end up using it for. And they're wireless, which is nice. Play F-13, you hacks. The first part of single player just came out.
Oh yeah, single player. Single player, Rich.
What did I say? That it was just gonna be bots. It was gonna be the multiplayer with bots. And this doesn't even really bother me, because it would be fun. Just to play around with Jason and do all the kills. So I'm not super bothered by that.
Uh-huh.
F-13, Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, the game, just had an update where you can play the game against bots now.
It's the same maps,
Yeah.
the same shit, just with bots.
Can I make it so people who drop out, they're bots?
Oh, that'd be nice.
That would be nice. But also Virtual Cabin 2.0. Yeah, I have no idea what this Virtual Cabin thing they added to Friday the 13th is.
Right?
I don't even. It was updating when we were starting the stream. It was downloading the updates for this stuff, but it hadn't finished.
I have no idea what the virtual cabin stuff is. It seems to be a big deal for some people that there's Virtual Cabin 2.0, but I'm in the dark.
Saint Misbehavin' says, "Hey guys, how did you feel during The Last Jedi when you found out that Bruce Willis was a ghost the entire time?"
What? Oh, you guys and your spoiler fun. You guys, spoiler fun. They like to have fun, Rich. They like to have the fun.
Turd Smuggler 44
Turd Smuggler
says, "Hey Jack and Rich,
44.
just finished watching Black Mirror for the first time.
Ooh, yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite episodes?" Mine was easily the memory implant episode from season 1. Jack?
Memory implant episode. Oh, when you can record everything, memory implants episode, or is that the one he's talking about?
I don't know.
Did you watch it?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh shit. If you're talking about the one where you can record all of your memories, then yeah, that's a really good one. If I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be the Haley Atwell digital husband. Shit. One.
This looks like a neat boss fight.
Yeah. So far, this is a pretty neat boss fight. I'm okay with this boss fight. The digital husband one is heartbreaking and wonderful. And I like the actors in it. So. What? I dodged.
So how long before Twilight Princess did this game come out? And how horrible are Nintendo for ripping this off?
Ooh. Fair question. Oh, come on, you're so close. There we go. That's a great question. 2003?
This came out after. Oh, they're saying this came out after.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Ooh. What? Second form?
Well, that seems like a bit much.
The fire dragon? That's the main bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Kind of. Susano! Miyamoto owned up to Twilight Princess being inspired by Shadow of the Colossus. Ah. Okami, April of 06. Twilight Princess, November of 06.
Okay.
So, you know, same time-ish? Is that what
6
you're
months. Yeah, I mean, that's not enough time to wholesale rip something off.
saying? Right. Oh. Shit. Sorry, Susano. I wasn't paying attention.
But then again, it took them, like, how many years to make Twilight Princess? So it was public knowledge they were making a Zelda dog game.
Right.
Probably for years.
I did. Oh, I did that.
My friend wants to know why the First Order recruits so many women. Like that's your issue? That. Out of all the things you can be bothered by in the new Star Wars movies, that's it. Because the Goofy Space Casino was already fully staffed. That's my answer. Your friend sounds like someone who hates the movies because of garbage internet politics. It's garbage on both sides. It all makes me want to throw up. Feminism, anti-feminism, SJW, hate those SJWs. Nazis, it all makes me want to throw up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
I kind of zoned out to what you're talking about. I have no idea how you got here. So
somebody bitching about women being in the First Order sounds like somebody who's watching that through the lens of feminism more than an actual complaint.
Sure, someone who is subscribes to all the here's why feminism is actually Nazi.
I hate it from both sides.
So I just didn't know how you got there, and all of a sudden, like, I feel like I picked up halfway through a conversation, and I was like, what? You know, here's a statement that shouldn't be controversial. Is there are bad people in the world, and there are people that take ideological stances that maybe go a little too far. That's what I will say, without saying anything specific. And then you just add in your group with me, and you can just agree with me or disagree with me. That'd be great. It'll be great. But why they recruit women is because, like, they need bodies, man. They need people to hit the buttons. Who cares? Like, if I were an evil organization and someone said that they would work for me, I'd hire them. Man, woman, fish monster, all of them. They'd all, you know. I need someone to push the button when I say blow up a planet. Are you gonna push the button when I say blow up the planet? You're hired. That's my standpoint.
Lick My Love Bits says, "Dear you and the other one, I wish to ask you a question that, due to its paradoxical nature, leads to a lift in cognitive abilities. Thank you. What is the smallest big thing? That doesn't blow my mind. The smallest, the largest little person was Andre the Giant. He's the tallest little person. Andre the Giant.
How do you go? How do you get there?
I just do. It's a dumb question. I'm going to answer it dumbly.
Sure. So but the question was, what's the smallest big thing, Rich?
The smallest big thing? You want the other way around? Okay.
No,
okay.
that was a question.
The smallest big thing?
Yeah.
I guess I did answer it in reverse.
Sure. I think the smallest big thing is a baby elephant.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
That makes sense to me. Pretty small. It turns into a big thing, but even by like standards of big things, it's pretty small. Like it's not bigger than a mountain. Baby elephant.
Well, Peter Dinklage is the smallest giant.
Reno is the biggest little city, right? Reno, Nevada is the biggest little city. So, that's in there too. Oh, Jesus Christ. So many things. There. Just skipping the whole thing. Just skipping the whole thing, Rich. Because I can. Because I can.